Hey traders, checking in on the stock market today. So we had a lot of fundamental news reactions today. It started with a bullish PPI reaction on the morning to shoot straight up. And then at the end of the day, we had a bearish reaction with I don't want to use the words because YouTube categorizes us as a political channel, but some bombs from R shot at U, ricocheted into P, and killed a couple people. And so essentially the market dumps on that because we didn't have full information, and we're still getting more information, but you know, the initial headline was a lot worse, and then they keep updating the headline as they get new information. It doesn't look intentional at this point. We'll see what it materializes to. The biggest indication to me that this was an overreaction to news was in the price action. Look at this drop. Clear bear reaction, 5-minute stair step. This is a knee-jerk reaction to the news. This is the algos in the market pricing in this new headline. As soon as the bottom is hit and a bounce starts, if you do not head to a lower low, if you do not confirm the trend in that direction, you're not going to get any follow through. So the pivotable moment was right here. We held the low, we confirmed a 5-minute uptrend. As soon as that happens, it tells me not as significant as the market initially anticipated. And as this was happening, we kept getting more and more information showing us, okay, it's not exactly what the initial headline was. So I ended up stopping out on a bear attempt as soon as that 5-minute resistance level broke. And then we had a really nice rising wedge into the end of the day where I was able to make that back. And I am swinging a little bit overnight. The reason I'm swinging a little bit overnight is because, as I talked about yesterday, anticipating daily consolidation and protecting my IRA essentially. So I didn't swing yesterday because I wasn't confident in the setup. We did have that nice end of the day dump, but PPI numbers shot the bulls up to higher highs. So what we have to see for this to be meaningful overnight is a confirmed hourly downtrend. Here's the high, here's the low. We must confirm the hourly downtrend if we're going to shape up daily consolidation. It's a big upper wick. It's a higher low every day since CPI last week. Burdens on bears prove to us that you can follow through. The NASDAQ is the same setup. Confirm the hourly downtrend. The simple statement is if we're holding 4-hour EMA 12 overnight and into tomorrow morning, then the bulls keep their complete control. So that's how I'm viewing things here, and it's a 4-hour uptrend still. So I'm open to daily consolidation. I know it's inevitable in the short term here, but I still need proof from the bears. I'm not going to cut them any slack. You've got to prove it to me. The dollar is trying to get a bounce going. 4-hour downtrend is our guide. Still struggling at EMA 12 resistance. Trying to get over it. We know we will need a confirmed 4-hour uptrend for the dollar's daily bounce to get going and for us to then scout a daily lower high. So same thing. Can the dollar bulls confirm an uptrend on the hourly from here? That's what we're watching overnight tonight. Semiconductors, big gap up. Bulls are holding strong. Definitely one of the stronger moves here. And still, I would say, you know, we had the high of the bullish PPI reaction pre-market. And then for me, this is still an hourly higher low at the low of the day and have to see that break to confirm the hourly downtrend and to confirm daily consolidation. Semiconductors have a ton of space for a daily higher low, but keep in mind that NVDA has earnings tomorrow after hours, which is certainly going to have a short-term impact on the sector. Healthcare drew this potential 4-hour rising wedge yesterday, and it is still in play. Held that support today, but if we're going to see daily consolidation in the S&P 500, we will need to see the healthcare sector lose daily EMA 12. Remember back here? Whatever this fundamental reaction was, I can't keep track. Had to hold daily EMA 12 for bulls to keep control and healthy consolidation, which they did. And now we just keep testing it and holding it. Have to roll over and lose that level for the 4-hour rising wedge to break bear and for us to head into potentially weekly consolidation. Burden on bears. Prove it. Break that pattern bearish. Financial sector continuing its daily consolidation. Lots of space for a higher low above 33.80. But clearly it's the weaker sector, the fact that we are already consolidating at this point, while SPY and QQQ are not doing so yet. IWM, bull break to a higher high, lack of follow through. What does that mean? When you break a level with a lack of follow through, you scout a rising wedge. So for me, just like the healthcare sector, I'm now watching X, or I should say IWM, for a potential rising wedge as well. As far as the support line goes, I don't really have a good one that I like, but I'm keeping an eye on that resistance line. And pretty much we would need to see a break of 184.63 if we were going to see bulls lose short-term momentum. The good thing about this little level is it's a benchmark, something close by that we can go off of. And the simple statement is if bulls hold that level, they keep complete control. If we lose it, it's an indication of weakness. The biotech sector continues to reject from this uptrend resistance line. Just a visual guide, but a little bull move to start here and then a major pullback in reaction, not even in reaction to that news. You look at this and you don't even see it on the chart. The bears had control from the open and they kept it all day, and we will have to see a confirmed hourly downtrend of a lower high and lower low if we're going to see clear follow through on consolidation. So bears are off to a great start with the drop, but we must confirm the hourly downtrend. Cannabis, TLRY, still a potential rising wedge on the daily. Broke the high of yesterday with zero follow through, closed near the low of the day. So I am watching cannabis names for daily consolidation. CGC, another one, we broke the high of yesterday, but pulled back notably. We're due for consolidation here. CGC has a lot of space for an hourly lower high. I'm going to be watching for that hourly lower high to be the result of the next bounce, potentially tomorrow. MSOS is battling its recent high of 1230. Daily inside bar today. We had a hearing today, and not a whole lot came out of that hearing, but we did see a nice bullish reaction into the close. And MSOS also now at this point has a significant amount of cash that they are sitting on after some inflows. And generally, when we start seeing that cash put to use, generally towards the end of the day, it boosts the sector. So something to keep an eye on, but clearly 1230 short-term resistance, daily stair-step pattern, higher low every day for 6 days now. And the goal for the bulls is to clear 1313 to try and join the Canadian names, which already broke the Biden high. That's when Biden pardoned and the rocket moved for the sector that was very short-lived. Gold. So watching for gold daily consolidation, and it was shaping up. We had a bullish reaction to PPI and we gave it back fairly quickly. And then we had a bullish spike up on the news and a little bit of a double top there. So bulls are still holding on and not rolling over yet, but we had a nice amount of volatility, and just showing you an example of trade setups. So this morning tweeting that metals were giving back a good bit of the PPI bull reaction. Keep an eye on the bearish ETFs to see if there is any bottom fish setups on the morning, and then looking for metal 15 lower highs and eventual daily consolidation. So we had a bull reaction from the bear miners, and it had an initial move up and then a little 5-minute bull flag, and then bulls controlled the rest of the morning. So that was a great move up. Started talking about taking some profit around here. I did not take that trade, but I did take the trade in the opposite direction, because I was looking at this move and saying, okay, if I did trade JDST, I would want to be taking profit right now. This move is overextended. We have not confirmed an hourly uptrend to the bulls yet. This move came straight off of the low. So I was looking for 15-minute consolidation, and I was looking for a JNUG bounce to be the result. So JNUG 15-minute back burner, meaning first 15-minute oversold conditions after seeing a significant breakout on the daily. You also had 5-minute oversold conditions at that point in time. So 5 and 15-minute are oversold. And then I say stair-step drop, so a lower high every 15-minute candle. Needs silver to break the 5-minute downtrend, which it had at that point in time. And that was at 12.17. So this is the 12.15 candle. I make an entry at 33.31. How did I nail the bottom? 7 pennies off the low. It was my initial scale in. I would have entered a second position if 33 broke. And again, that's why I keep saying I love scaling in and out of positions, because I don't expect to nail tops and bottoms, but sometimes you do. So ended up just scaling out of that position as I was going for a meeting. I had a meeting, and so I scaled out, entered at 33.31. I scaled out a third at 33.60, scaled out a third at 33.80, scaled out the last 40% at 33.90s, and I was all out before the news hit. But just a nice little oversold bounce. I was looking for a 15-minute lower high to be the result of that move. But it was just a nice confluence of signals of just being really extended and then a back burner. This was just a straight up first 15-minute oversold conditions. Last time we hit 15-minute oversold was a great time to buy. So nice little trade there. Also took another couple trades after the poor trading day yesterday. Today was a lot better. I took an Amazon long here for a bounce, looking for an hourly higher low. And I saw 100 hold, and I was looking for a 5-minute higher low here, so I entered at 133. I recognized 5-minute resistance of 191. I saw we failed to break it, and then we failed to break it. So I sold a third of my position in the 180s, right around there, and my break even was then 108 pennies, and I stopped out. So essentially break even. It was a tiny red trade, but at the same time I entered Amazon bullish, I entered TLRY bearish because I was looking for TLRY to give me a 15-minute lower high here. And I was pretty confident, due to the size of this pullback, that a 15-minute lower high would form. So I entered at 436 short. I exited half at 432 on this pullback, and that then allowed me to place a stop at 440 break even. So there was a point in time where I had my long Amazon position open with break even risk, pretty much a taco, tiny loss. And then I had my TLRY short open. And so one's going to win, likely one's going to win and one's going to lose based on what the broader market does. And I ended up swinging the half short TLRY position just because it's so comfortably in profit right now. And if this is a rising wedge and we're going to reject from it, then we're going to head down towards, $4 and daily EMA 12 support. So had a pretty solid trading day overall. Oil, bears followed through, but we had a bull reaction to this news here. And so the question now is this another weekly higher low? Is this headline news going to result in the bears setup being ruined? We will need to see the bulls confirm a 4-hour uptrend to have follow through. Same thing. This is a knee-jerk reaction. Actually, you know what? I take this back. Looks like this was pre-news. When did that news hit? Just after 1, I think. I was in a meeting at 1 o'clock, so perfect timing, right? 1:15. So, yeah, we were already going up, just a little move. So, not a huge impact by the news on oil. The question is, can the oil bulls confirm a 4-hour uptrend next time we top out for this to be a daily downtrend with zero follow-through and potentially a weekly higher low? We got a lot of back and forth here. It's a battle for a monthly lower high, and bulls are attempting to negate it from forming at this point. Natural gas continues to trade sideways. We did break 4-hour support this morning, but not by much. Anything less than 1% on nat gas is minuscule. Here we are testing 4-hour resistance of 595. And if we break, it's all about the double top in the 16s. And sideways, multiple daily inside bars, very likely to break tomorrow. So still watching for daily consolidation, just like yesterday. And PPI numbers said, nope, not yet. But with this news, with the big upper wicks, with space for hourly lower highs to be the result of this bounce, can bears follow through to give us daily consolidation? If they do, we zoom out, we scout a daily higher low, we watch EMA 12 support to see if daily consolidation is healthy. But first things first, bears have to prove to us that daily consolidation is underway. No end of the video content for me here today. Made that soup, it's really good. Made a real good soup. Good first soup of the season. Other than that, it's rainy. And it's cold. It's in the 20s overnight all week. Highs in the 40s. It went from summer to winter real quick. That's how the late fall, early winter goes here. It's pretty much just waves of winter and then spring and then winter and then spring until we finally get a solid winter. Got a new garage door so the skunk doesn't keep pooping in it. That's my life. Do good things.